Hot take. I feel like the DJI Osmo Nano is the best dad cam out there right now. And this video isn't sponsored. This is just, well, my wife bought me this camera, so technically she's sponsoring it, I guess. But what do I mean? I don't struggle with editing. I struggle with getting footage. The mental effort of pull a camera out, frame it, check settings, where do I put it? Is it safe? That's what kind of kills my consistency. When I say dad cam, I mean anyone who wants to capture life and maybe post, but doesn't want to feel like filming is a second job. The 4 reasons to me why it works. It's frictionless, right? No lens swaps, minimal settings. It's basically set it and forget it. There's always ready mounting. The magnet itself is a cheat code. Stick it to somewhere, get the shot, and move on. Angles you wouldn't normally get. Shelves, fridges, stroller handles. Suddenly, you're getting B-roll without even trying. Remote dock recording. Hitting record without walking back to the camera is the difference between filming and not filming. When I compare this to kind of the concept of, the best camera is a camera you always have available, which means the iPhone usually, that makes sense. And then I think it's also important to consider the intent you're filming with, right? So with an iPhone, I'm kind of just pulling it out to just get normal life moments, not really caring about the angle or the settings and stuff like that. If I pull out my FX30, all of a sudden I'm like, I need to make sure I use this camera to its full capabilities, make sure the settings are right, make sure the lighting's good, make sure the ISO is set up. When you take those out, it makes the whole filming process kind of frictionless, right? So if I'm comparing, an iPhone, it's always with me, great quality, but it feels like quick memory mode. I don't frame things the same and I don't build scenes. The FX30 builds an amazing look, but it comes with pressure. Setting, lenses, batteries, carrying it, feeling like you have to do it right. The Osmo Pocket 3 is another close competitor and something that I also have, but it also triggers like creator mode for me. I have to be careful. I overthink placement. I treat it like equipment. Versus the Nano, it just feels like a tool. I attach it, I record it, and I live my life. If you want the easiest camera to capture real life consistently, especially as a parent, this is the first camera that actually reduces the excuses. I use it for morning routines, cooking, playing with my son, packing, quick family moments where I want both hands free. I'll throw example clips on the screen as you can probably see by now. But yeah, those are kind of my quick thoughts on this. I made this because I feel like there's no other video like this out there right now that kind of explains like this specific use case, which this may be a very niche use case that only applies to me, but I like filming. I like editing. It's just hard to find the motivation and energy to do so. When you're carrying your son or when you're out with family, you want to record these moments. You want to make videos on these moments, even though no one watches these videos. But when you have those kind of desires, it's difficult to follow through on that with an FX30 or with an iPhone. Because I'll look at the iPhone footage and be like, is this really something I want to post on the internet? But I'll look at the FX30 and I'm like, I need to make sure this is absolutely perfect footage, right? With the Pocket 3, same thing. I want to make sure things are settings are dialed down. But the Nano, I just kind of just leave it, and I honestly forget that it's recording sometimes. And I think a big thing that helps too is, my son doesn't notice that it's like out there filming him, so he doesn't get distracted by it. I don't think it's a big hindrance when you're out in public using this camera. And in fact, this is the first camera that I've actually been able to kind of take out in public and record more normally, if that makes sense. I guess I have anxiety filming outside. But the Nano kind of takes that away with how small it is. But yeah, anyways, quick little random video. Thanks for watching. If you agree, let me know. If you don't agree, whatever, I guess, let me know that too. All right, later.